Welcome to the Why Richmond is Awesome podcast, where we talk about what's going on around town, our favorite things to do, and the local spots you need to try. My name is Sam.
And my name is Sean.
And we run the Richmond Experience, a digital company that inspires locals to explore Richmond.
My name is Lauren.
And my name is Alex, and we're local realtors that like to live, work, and play in the RVA.
Welcome back.
Episode 1000.
It's episode 6 right now. We're not quite at
6,000.
1,000. Yeah,
6,000.
we're at episode 6.
What do you think we'll be talking about episode 6,000?
Well, how many years is that?
The same thing.
6,000 years.
No, so we're not doing one a year.
Yeah.
So it's about like 3 years in 1,000. So that's
52.
It'll be a new
7,
decade.
carry the 4.
we'll be talking about our flying cars. Everything that Back to the Future.
Everyone says flying cars.
Everything that Back to the Future had 20 years ago will actually happen in like 20
We're
years.
probably going to have 2 car vending machines instead of 1.
Oh, God.
And instead of coming down the bottom, they're going to fly out the top.
Yes.
Ooh.
They're going to
Okay.
fly to your house
These are-
personally.
These are
Whoa.
2023 predictions.
And you don't even order it. They determine when
They
you
read
need a
your
car.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they read
And
your
it just
mind.
shows up.
Yeah,
And it just all of a
exactly.
sudden
And you're
appears
like,
at your door.
This is my life now.
Yeah.
It charges your Amazon Google account because they've combined and taken over the world.
Yes.
Yeah. Jeez.
And none of us will mind it because everything will
Gold.
be awesome.
Yeah. Well, like, it's fine.
Will they pack my car
Welcome.
full of Amazon boxes before they deliver it to my house?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, they will.
Probably.
You save on shipping that way.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, that's a good segue. What are we talking about today?
Some fun stuff. We're talking about Northside today. It's one of the things I think we should talk about today.
Northside.
I love Northside.
Yeah, it's got it going on.
Mhm.
Shout out Northside.
It's kind of like
peeps.
underrated. Like
Yeah.
you know.
I agree.
I know
Scott's
Final
Edition
Gravity.
Gets all the attention.
I was gonna say Scott's
Yeah.
Edition's taken over, but Northside really has almost it all.
It's
Yeah.
the people. I really hope that we can, save all the people that are there. I don't want people to be moving out because there's all this development. Because it's a cool neighborhood. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Good.
Well, all right, from Richmond to Richmond, what do you consider North Side? Because I know like North Side Richmond is Bellevue, Ginner Park,
Yeah, that's
Brooklyn Park,
what
but a
I
little bit
consider-
more
Mhm.
north is Lakeside, which I know a lot
Yeah,
of people still
part of
consider North
North
Side,
Side,
and that's in Henrico.
Mhm.
So which part of North Side are we talking about? Just all of it?
Like the Bellevue, Brooklyn Park area.
Yeah.
That's seeing a lot of development right now.
Mhm.
And it's a cool neighborhood. Like it's got a vibe. And I hope it doesn't lose that as
Beautiful
things are
houses.
developing.
I
Yeah.
love those.
Lots
So-
of historic
Development, as in like things are coming or things that are already here.
things that are coming and some
Yeah.
things that just recently
Both.
opened. Yeah.
Tell me more.
Like what?
Well, Ninja Kombucha, which has long time been a pop-up at farmers markets around the area, and at various markets. They sell in some places currently, but they are finally opening a tasting room and production facility on Brooklyn Park Boulevard, if I'm not
Cool.
mistaken. Yeah.
126
Northside.
West Brooklyn Park Boulevard to
There
be
you go.
exact.
Would that be the
Okay.
first one in Richmond? The first kombucha
Kombuchery.
tasting room?
I think so.
Kombuchery. I hope that's the word.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so
Um,
cool.
So 4 years after founding Richmond's first kombucha company.
Kombuchery.
So they're at least the first company in Richmond.
Yeah.
It doesn't specify it's the first brick and mortar, but I feel like it is. Like one of us would have heard of
I
there's
don't
another
know.
one.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
Kombuchery.
A kombucha tap room sounds kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what that's like.
It specifies, they want it to be like a hangout spot for
Uh-huh.
people that don't feel like they need to get drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Other things in the area, at least mentioned in this article, is this. No, wait.
For
Sorry.
Brooklyn Park?
Yeah.
Where you can currently find Ninja Kombucha, Strawberry
Ah.
Street Market, Growlers to Go,
Okay.
Perk and Bon Air, and Nate's Bagels.
Nice. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Which I'm still
Oh.
swooning over last week's bagel.
Yes.
So good.
Why didn't you bring more?
I know.
We should have.
You're fired.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, but there's a lot of things. I mean, a developer just bought a theater that's been there that's super dilapidated. So we're really excited to see what they're going to do with that space there. A juice company is opening up, Miss Bees.
Ooh, I like the
Mhm.
name.
Miss
Yeah,
Bees.
Miss
Miss
Bees.
Bees.
They're going to do some fresh juices and all that kind of stuff. So that's really exciting. Big juice fan. Juice Laundry just opened not recently, but it's one of the newer ones in Richmond. Have you guys been over? I think it's the River Road
Is
Shopping
it a
Plaza.
laundromat?
No, it's just called the
Juice
Juice Laundry.
Laundry.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the first one was in Charlottesville.
Some money
and then-
laundering
Juice bar.
facility with a juice
We
bar
sell
front.
juice.
Isn't
Just
there
just kidding. That was
a
completely
little off topic, but in some cities there's like laundromats that are like bars and like
I've heard that.
clubs.
Yeah.
You like do your laundry and hang out and have
That's
fun.
a good idea.
It's 3 a.m. Where are you going? To the
Laundry
Laundro Club.
The Laundry Club.
Laundro Club. That's funny. I don't know. Yeah, but that would be sweet.
So for the theater, do you think they're like revamping it as a theater? Is it a movie theater?
I have no idea.
Like a bird theater
I
style?
truly
Maybe,
have no
are they
idea.
going to make it like
I mean, when I say that it's like
laundromat
dilapidated, I'm saying like
club?
it
It's
looks
bad.
horrible in there.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's in bad shape. So,
Hmm.
not sure.
Hope they transform it into laser tag.
Laser tag?
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
that is so random.
well,
laser tag?
I
is
would play
fun.
laser tag.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
only one in Richmond? Laser
we
Quest off
have-
Midlothian?
I think so.
I haven't been there since I was
It
like
used
12.
to be Ultrazone, I think.
Yep. I remember
I
going
remember
to
that
that
as
one.
a kid.
Okay.
And if you made a list of the things that have opened in Richmond in the
Or,
last year or two, there have been
doesn't-
some crazy ones.
The gasoline golf carts. I can't remember the name. Right by RAR.
Oh,
International Raceway.
What's all right?
what's-
Richmond International Raceway.
oh, what's that called? What's that called?
G-Force?
G-Force carts.
Yes.
I think they
Mhm.
might have laser tag and like some other games.
They
And they
do.
have paintball.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty
Oh.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good
Northside's
tidbit
got it
there.
going on. I think we got off topic there a little bit, but
Well,
yeah, kombucha's coming
welcome.
in. You're welcome. Juice bar's coming in. If you're the developer, Corey Wiener, listening to this, and you want to tell us what's coming in at the theater, let us know.
name drop.
Yep. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that area. It's really pretty. A lot of the houses are like being fixed up, and it's a nice neighborhood. If you haven't been over there in a while, definitely stroll on through because there's a lot of exciting stuff
Mhm.
happening.
It's a good change of scenery.
Yeah.
hmm
Boho opened up a studio over there.
Who?
Boho, the cycling
Oh,
studio.
Boho. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's a nice facility too. They do not necessarily cycling classes, but it's like body pump, HIIT classes and yoga and things like that, which is really nice.
Isn't Blackhand over there already?
Yeah, Blackhand's
Yeah.
got a facility over there.
Mm.
They posted on social media a couple weeks ago that they had a really exciting announcement for their Brooklyn Park location, but I don't know if anything has come of that yet. If we've heard,
So they said they're announcing something, but they
Yeah.
haven't said what.
we haven't looked yet.
The
in a while.
announcement of the
Mhm.
announcement.
Mhm.
Maybe. So it could be
Coming
something fun.
next week, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll look and let you know. Might be something fun.
But yeah, in the article I read about Ninja Kombucha listed some other cool new stuff that's opened up in Northside. You got Fuzzy Cactus. It's a
What's-
restaurant, bar, music venue.
Is that
Hmm.
Mexican food? Because I'm
I'll
in.
have to check.
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Fuzzy
Like
cake?
probably
What?
American.
American food.
Mm-hmm.
Manchu,
Don't quote me on
fried
that.
chicken food truck turned takeout spot.
Ooh.
Apparently the wings are bomb. I think it's like a New
Oh.
Orleans style,
Hmm.
like wing. They were
What
a
makes
wing
it a
truck.
New Orleans wings?
I'm
Heartburn?
not sure. Yeah,
Actually, frog legs.
Probably.
River City Market, a health conscious grocer.
Okay.
And the forthcoming specialty food shop, The Little Cafe.
Cute.
And
That
then
sounds really
Mrs.
cute.
B's Juice Bar, which you already
Yeah.
talked about.
The little cafe, is that from the folks from Jewel Ups? They're opening a market over there, right? Or in Lakeside, actually.
Is
I
there going to
did
be a
not
holiday
know.
market that we can go to?
Lakeside Market, Lakeside Farmers Market's doing holiday stuff.
I always see that when I go by Final Gravity.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
we missed
Also underrated.
Very.
Agreed.
December 9th. I feel like we missed the North Side. Like, there's like an artist, a creative artist in the park type ordeal. But I think that already passed in North Side, a pop-up market. So they're all over the place.
So many markets.
I know. Have you guys shopped any?
A little bit. Not as much as I'd hoped I would.
You still have time.
I know.
Okay.
We're surprisingly busy in December
Yeah.
for real estate. It's usually our slow month, but interest rates are so low, the inventory's low. We're staying busy, so no
That's good.
complaints here.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
awesome. That's really good.
Also, when it gets dark at like 2 p.m., it's like
Exactly.
the last thing you want to do after a long days of work is anything.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
honest.
Anything.
Then you're grateful for
period.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Or Disney Plus. We
Or-
got
or
that.
Disney
We're
Plus.
enjoying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The live action Lady and the Tramp was cool.
Oh, that's really good.
Nice.
Oh yeah. we've
So
had
it
a
just
couple
has all
friends
the
I've seen it.
classics.
All, pretty much.
You can watch anything in the vault.
Does
Wow.
that include Hulu too? Or is that
I think I've heard there's packages,
okay? So
but
the
they're still
package deal.
separate.
Okay.
How much is Disney Plus by itself?
I think it's $5 a month, $6 a
Oh,
month.
nice.
Seven or eight.
I think if you have if you have
5, 6, 7, or
Verizon,
5, 7, 8.
Verizon
7.
for your cell phone. If you have some kind of unlimited plan, you get a
Okay.
year free,
Nice.
is what I've been told. I haven't looked into it.
Everything's changing up. They're pulling all the NBC shows off Netflix. I know the Office people are pretty upset about that. Imagine Parks and Rec. We watch that way too much. So it's going to end up being like, oh, you're going to need like 7 different streaming services. And now it costs the same as cable.
Sounds
Yeah.
exactly
Cable
like
We got
transforms.
you back.
Yeah.
You thought you were asleep for the past couple of years. Serves you right. Nice.
All right, back on Richmond.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So a couple of weeks ago, an article had come out. I guess every year PBR does a list of bars and restaurants that have sold the most PBR in the entire country.
The most, huh?
And Alex, you said that like PBR was really big in Richmond before craft beer time, right?
It was.
Tell us about that.
So it's also known as the People's Beer of Richmond.
I
I
see.
think it's just a fun little nickname.
Mhm.
At least this year, at the top of the list, or for Richmond, Guar Bar made it for the first time. They're
Okay.
number 64 in the country. And they were saying that's extremely impressive because it only has a 59% occupancy.
Wow.
And they're not open for lunch
Wow.
during the week.
Holy cow.
So like for like how big it is and when they're open, like that's
a
a lot
lot
of
of
PBR.
They're
Mhm.
just
Do they
pounding
sell
it back.
anything besides PBR?
I know. Maybe
I
it's
don't know.
like
I've
you
never
can
been.
only order
Right.
PBR at this bar.
I've heard cool stuff about it. I've never been.
Mhm.
Same.
It's like a heavy metal bar.
What
that right?
completely random story. We sold a house, and the other agent that
Mhm.
was buying my listing was like, "You know who the owner is, right?" I'm like, "No." He actually does the costumes for Guar.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's kind of
nice.
cool, random, crazy fact.
Yeah.
They consider him part of the band because
Mhm.
have you seen their costumes?
No.
No.
Well, yes. So
They're-
yes, we did at the Institute for Contemporary Art. They had an exhibit. This was months ago now, but they had a Guar exhibit, and it was insanity.
Yeah.
Like the
Really?
costumes and the props and
Yeah, pull
everything that
those
was
up.
incorporated into it
They're
was
legit.
really cool. It was really cool. Wasn't a huge
They
exhibit,
look
but
like
it was
like
awesome.
action
Whoa.
figures I would play
Yeah.
with as a child, but in real life, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
Yeah, that
So
looks really
did
cool.
Virginia get? Who was the number one selling state? Do we know that, or we just narrowed it down to Richmond's
So-
top ones?
We are number 3 in the country in terms of a city.
Got it.
Okay.
So
Oh,
between
wow.
Guar Bar and Sticky Rice, we placed 3rd.
Okay.
The top ones were, and I don't know which one was first or second because I didn't write it down. Portland, Oregon, and Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
And then Richmond was 3rd
Asheville's a
in terms
neighbor.
of a city and volume of PBR.
That's about
Mhm.
what I would expect. Did you guys see that PBR came out
They're
with
all
a,
very hipster cities.
Yeah.
They
yeah, they are.
PBR came out with a 99 can case of
Like
PBR.
a holiday pack.
What?
How would you carry that?
Okay,
Like,
it's
how?
very long.
How do you drink
I'll see
that?
if I can pull up
You
a
just like
picture.
go above your
Pull it
head
up.
and
Do you have to use
Uh,
a cart?
No, it's like 2 people can hold it.
Oh.
Oh my
like a
gosh,
ski,
that's hilarious.
Like a ski.
Mhm. It looks like it's about like 6 feet long.
Interesting.
So it has 3 different types of PBR: PBR Easy, Extra, and Original.
Wait, there's more than one type of
right,
PBR.
Right. But it's got 99 cans. Who wants to guess how much it costs?
I'm gonna
$99.
go $75.
Okay, Alex 99.
Are we playing Prices Right? You
$56.99.
can't
Price
go
is right
over?
rules. Can't go over.
$56.99.
Well, Alex won the jackpot because it's $99.
Booyah!
$99
a dollar a beer?
Wait, don't you get an extra spin on the wheel when you guess it exactly?
I don't know.
Are
It's
they
been a
while
typically
since I
a
priced is
dollar a
right.
beer?
I don't know.
That's more expensive than I was expecting.
Oh wait, hold on.
$6 six pack.
I said $56 for 100 beers.
It's free.
But it's
No, it's-
PBR.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
I mean, I would
Uh-huh.
probably pay like $4
for a six pack.
$4.99.
I don't think you can get any
Nope,
beer for
nope,
$4
nope.
on
for
a six-pack.
99 for 99 pack.
Okay.
Just kidding.
So no PBR fans here, but there's a lot of PBR fans in Richmond apparently.
There are.
We were
Miller High Life
Natty
is
Light
currently
people at
selling
Tech.
beer in champagne bottles.
Who is?
Miller High Life.
Of course, they
That's
champagne.
hilarious.
of beer.
Champagne of beer.
Champagne of beer.
The champagne of beer. That's awesome.
You can get it at the Grill at Patterson.
That's
But,
so cool.
some
That
other-
sounds like a classy New Year's Eve party.
Yes.
Yes.
Some other things I learned about Sticky Rice. I think a lot of the reason they sell so much PBR is because they do specials.
What number were they? You said Guar was 60 what?
64
Uh-huh.
and Sticky Rice was 82.
82,
So with
okay.
Sticky Rice, they have $2 PBRs from 4 to 7
Mhm.
every day. $1 PBRs if it's raining
That's
Okay.
awesome.
until 9 p.m.
Nice.
$1 if it's 100 degrees or more till 9 p.m.
So that's like all
Or-
every day in the
Pretty
summer.
much just-
$1 if you have a sticky rice tattoo.
Oh,
I would wait until it rained.
yeah.
Or the 100. If it's raining and over 100, is it like
50
Free.
cents?
yeah? I don't know how that would
It's
all
got to
set.
be free at that
Unsure.
point.
Interesting.
But yeah, sticky rice sells a lot of PBR. Guar Bar sells a lot of PBR. And I don't know. When I was younger, I was too young to drink, but I always heard about PBR being big in Richmond.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah.
when I turned 21, I wasn't here. I was in Blacksburg. So, and now when I came back and all the craft breweries, I personally don't know people that are like huge on PBR, but obviously it is.
It is. It's a big
I know
deal.
at least one person that is huge on PBR.
That's all they
That is
drink.
all they drink.
Nice.
I know we ended up with a bunch after our Halloween party.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a result. All right. Well, moving back towards some local craft beer, Pace Magazine did a roundup of the 50 best breweries of the decade in the United States. Yeah, 50. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you,
and I
Vanna.
present to you number 16, Triple Crossing.
Oh, cool.
Yes, it was
Nice.
really cool. It was a really nice article. They wrote up about Triple Crossing. They said that, there's some other, like Richmond, obviously, their craft beer scene's gotten a lot of attention
Mhm.
over the past couple of years. And you usually see some like major props going towards Vale and that, Final Gravity Brewing Company is like a kind of underrated brewery, but they said
Mhm.
like tried and true, in their opinion, Triple Crossing is the cream of the crop in Richmond. And I have to say, I agree.
I kind of agree with
They're
that.
my top 3 IPA places to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple
So-
Crossing makes a really great product and it's like consistent. Yeah.
And you can get it like out at restaurants and stuff too,
Mhm.
which is like, yeah, the
Yeah.
Vale's great,
Mostly-
but you can't like, there's not many places I can go have dinner
You
and
can count
also get a Vale beer.
Falcon Smash.
I can pretty much
yeah.
get Falcon Smash at almost
most places.
Mhm.
almost all restaurants.
Yeah.
I
which
had
is-
a Vale at Jack Brown's the other day, so they do get it out,
Right,
but it's
right.
much less.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And Final Gravity you really don't see out anywhere, but they make fantastic beer.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten a Final Gravity not at
Yeah.
Final
Don't
Gravity.
know that they distribute, but
Yeah.
their beer is really great. And
I think
But
definitely
they're also
underrated.
probably the smallest brewery in Richmond, and I'd love to see those statistics. I bet they outsell some of the bigger guys.
Probably. I
One
don't
thing
know.
that was cool about
Mhm.
sorry to interrupt you. One thing that was cool about Vale is they just created their own distributor. So like they didn't even
Huh.
go through Brown or
That's kinda smart.
What's the other one? What's their distributor called?
Browns
Rebel.
and Lovelands
Yeah.
Loveland.
are the
That's
big
what
2 in
they're
town.
I just thought that was kind of cool. Like we're just gonna make our own.
They just kind of do what they want.
Yeah,
They're
seems
getting
like
away
it.
with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Let's open a really small brewery, not brewery, tasting room.
Yeah.
Yeah, satellite tasting room.
I'm sure it's packed.
satellite tasting room.
Yeah, it's a little satellite tasting room. It's a little living room with people with beer in it.
I
But yeah.
did learn a very interesting fact last week.
Tell
that,
me.
Richmond had the very first canned beer sold in America, January 24th, 1935.
And did you know it came from New
Wow.
Jersey?
I did not know that because
Oh.
I
What beer was
I
it?
didn't really read the whole article. I just read
Was
the
it
headline.
Rich Brow?
It was something with a K. I want to say it was like Kruger's, and
Oh.
it was a beer company I think in Newark, New
Kruger's
Jersey.
Cream Ale.
Kruger's Cream Ale, and it was from Newark. And
Have you-
they were like, "We can sell canned beer," and then people were like, "No, you can't." And so they drove down to Richmond and they started
The
knocking on
public?
people's doors, and basically and was like, "Hey, do you want to buy this?"
They gave it a 91% approval rating.
Yeah.
It's pretty high.
Wow.
So it was like meant to be that Richmond is a beer city.
Yeah.
Is Kruger's Cream Ale still around, Sam?
I don't
Have
think
you ever
so.
had it in
No.
New Jersey? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I can't say that it is, but that's not to say it's not.
Yeah.
I bet back then it was one of those cans where like the whole
The whole
top
lid
comes
opens.
off like a
Oh,
can of
yeah.
sardines.
Mhm,
You drink
mhm.
it like out of a mason jar looking thing with the huge top.
Very possible. That's pretty interesting, though. Thanks
I
for
know.
sharing.
I knew
that.
we were a big beer town.
Major shout
but
out to Triple Crossing too. That's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
One of the top 50, number 16, the 16th best brewery of the decade in America.
That's a pretty.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And
so-
we agree.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Triple Crossing, get a beer. Tell
the
them,
full
tell them
location
cheers.
has Brick Oven Pizza,
Yeah,
which we
mhm.
also had a few weeks ago.
So good.
Yes, it is
Mhm.
very good.
Excellent.
Billy bread.
So Garden and Gun too. If you missed this, this was a good article. Garden and Gun had come out with a beer drinker's guide to Richmond. That was a really fun one. It kind of went through some breweries that you should check out and what you should order.
Wasn't it like from the onset.
It was,
kind
yeah.
of like gave his what he would do if he
Yeah.
wasn't from here.
Yep, it was kind of his opinion. Like, where do you go and what do you order? And he gave
I trust
very
him.
specific.
I do
Yeah,
too.
he was like, go to Triple Crossing and get this beer. Go to Ardent and get this beer. So very specifically, which is great. Sometimes it's nice to like get a specific recommendation so you know
Yeah.
what to order when you get there.
Speaking of
Check out
Arden,
that article.
one of their cool kind of unique beers is like a sweet potato beer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever had
The
it.
Yeah, the
Saison?
sage,
Yeah.
the sweet potato sage.
Is it
Saison.
Saison? I think it is.
I think An recommended their honey ginger though for at Ardent, which is also highly impressive beer.
They have a good pumpkin beer too, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they make,
Lauren loves pumpkin beers.
they make a good
I
beverage.
do love pumpkin beers. I didn't drink that many this year. I don't know. It just kind
Have
of.
you had the Ardent one? Is it pumpkin Saison? Is that what it is?
I'm sure I have.
Farmhouse ale, maybe? I don't know.
I'm sure I have.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk with you guys because I know it's we're still in only second week of December, but people have already kind of started asking like what everybody's doing for New Year's Eve and like let's get through the holidays
Oh my
first.
gosh, it's almost
Everybody's
2020.
excited. I know.
Yes, 2020.
The 10s are over as a decade, just about.
How many perfect vision jokes will there be?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Clear eyes.
Alex started us out.
There's going to be a lot, I feel.
Do y'all have plans?
We do not yet. I will say, like, we've done a couple different things in Richmond. Probably one of our favorites was a trip to Tobacco Company. They had we did their upstairs. They have the downstairs, like, club, which is really fun. And if you're looking for, like, more of, like, a club scene, that's really fun. I think we probably did that a couple of years prior to that. But Tobacco Company does like DJ and band, and they do the countdown, and that was really fun. It was like you had some lounge areas where you can sit and hang out. You can stand up by the bar. You can go listen to the music. So we've done that before, but there's a lot happening. I mean, like whether you're like you want to do a themed dinner or you want to go dancing. I know like RVA Bachata, which is a big group in Richmond, they're doing like a bachata night at Table Brewing, and
What is bachata?
No
it's
idea.
like kind of like a salsa. It's a type of style of dance.
Got it.
Bachata, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's like all kinds of stuff going on. And so what are you guys doing? What do you like to do for New Year's Eve?
We've done a lot of different stuff. We normally, I would say most frequently do some sort of concert, whether it be in Richmond or out of town.
Okay.
We're just, I don't know, kind of the habit of doing concerts for New Year's.
Mhm.
We had a party here
Last year.
and we still find confetti from New
Oh.
Year's. It's the middle of December now. We still find confetti in our house.
Nice.
So probably won't do that again.
Okay.
Or at least the confetti part.
Yeah, I don't know. We typically
Didn't you used to do where they would do the ball drop like in Carytown?
Yeah, I've been to
that
Carytown, but that was
moved?
probably like at least a decade ago. I don't even
Yeah.
know if they still do that, but they
I
did the
remember
whole
them talking
ball
about
drop
that,
and
yeah.
stuff, and
Mhm.
it was very cold and very
Like
crowded.
a miniature Times Square type vibe.
I
Yeah.
haven't done that for about 3 years now. Maybe even longer.
I feel like at this point in our lives to try and deal with the crowds and the Ubers and this, like, I don't know. Sometimes
I never-
there's just something special about staying home and not
Doing anything
getting
at all.
caught up in the
Yeah.
hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
I mean, I
No
don't
one
know.
told me I'd feel this old at 35.
Yeah. We hear you there. We hear you there.
Yeah.
We've done a couple of dinners. Those are always kind of fun. Like we enjoy, I think, kind of getting like in the spirit of like getting dressed up and celebrating the end of the year and
Yeah.
like celebrating
Yeah.
the new year. But I think it's more our speed to like get dressed up early, have a couple cocktails, go out to dinner, and then be
Come
home
back
by
and-
like 8 or
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and then do like if we want to hang out in our PJs and watch a ball drop.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, we do some of those things, but there's plenty of places. Like
Mhm.
Hoff's having a huge party.
Ooh, I
Did
bet
you
that'd
say
be
that
fun.
the National was doing something?
Yeah, they're having the 90s cover band for New
Nice.
Year's.
Like that'll be a
Nice.
great time.
That sounds
yeah.
amazing too.
Mhm.
Yeah. We've been to that. The Saved
Have
by the
you?
90s.
Yeah, Bayside Tigers, man, that was
Is
a
that so
good
fun?
time.
They just play all the
Yeah.
classics.
Does everybody dress up in like
Oh,
90s
yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
too?
Oh yeah, I went in a denim skirt. Yep. Mhm.
Yep.
It
I
was
went
awesome.
in jean shorts. Like
Shorts.
longer, like way too long jean
Did
shorts.
you make
Yeah.
them yourself?
And
No.
he had a white shirt that was unbuttoned, and then a t-shirt,
I look
collared
ridiculous.
shirt that was
Nice.
unbuttoned over it.
Deleted
Yeah.
scene from Saved by the Bell.
It was awesome. Yeah, so that was like really fun. But there's a lot going on, and so it's just kind of depends on what you're doing. Purchase having like a nice themed dinner, which is fun.
Mhm. It's a
If
nice
you're looking
venue.
for like a dining.
New Year's Eve is on a Tuesday this year.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
most-
isn't
most
New
people
Year's
have-
Day usually is off no
right.
matter
Most
what?
people have it off, so it
Mhm.
should be fine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like Monday will be a wash.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be like a 6-day weekend.
Not too bad.
Yes.
Kind of.
I think people still have to go to work
Right.
Monday and Tuesday.
2020 apparently is going to be pretty crazy with in terms of holidays. There's like Taco Tuesday is when Cinco de Mayo is.
I saw that.
And
That's
yeah.
the first thing to come to mind.
There's
Yeah.
2 Friday the 13th.
Yeah, there's 2 Friday the 13th, and 4th of July falls on a Saturday in
Ooh.
2020. Like, there's a
It's a
lot
good
of really,
year.
yeah.
It's gonna be a good
It's
year.
a leap year.
What was Halloween
leap
on a
year.
weekend in 2020?
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh,
Wow, it's gonna be a.
No, wait, Saturday. Halloween was on a Saturday this year, wasn't it? No, it wasn't.
No,
It's
it
on
was like a
Saturday this
Tuesday or
upcoming
something.
year.
It's gonna be a
Yeah, and
great
it's a
year.
leap year.
Is it a
so
leap year too?
Happy birthday to all
It
those
is a leap year.
February 29th
What?
people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
2020.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just,
know.
excited now.
I'm
Showing
so
off.
pumped about it.
Showing off. I can't wait for all the lists to come out. Maybe on this podcast we'll like review some of this stuff because I know there's going to be tons of end of decade lists, top lists for
Special.
things that happened.
Half
and all
off
these
at
fun
Lens
things.
Crafters. Perfect vision.
So funny.
So funny.
Good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad we caught up about some Richmond stuff that's going on. Northside seems like it's got a lot of development happening, and
Mhm.
yeah, there's some fun New Year's Eve plans. So we'll have to have you guys tell us what everybody ends up doing for New Year's Eve and what plans we
Yeah.
make, and
Yeah.
it should be really fun.
So are we going to keep going, or are we going to take like a mid-season break, pick back up after New Year's? I know we
Yeah,
really
I
talked
think
about
so.
this.
Probably pick up back
Or
up
do we
after
just
the
roll right
holidays.
through it? Yeah, because you guys are going to be in
Yeah.
Jersey, and
Mm-hmm.
We got some travel coming up.
maybe me, Lauren, and Miko and David will just kind of do like a guest side
Yeah.
project.
Fine
in
with
Those
that.
are our
time.
dogs. for
It'll
people
probably
who
be
don't
better
know.
anyway.
I know. We could do the dog voices and
Yeah.
make a little
There's-
comedy show.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's some money to be made with the dog voices thing. Like that's.
I love the dog
Hilarious.
videos where it's like the dog head and then the human arms eating.
Yeah.
Did you show Alex the one where the guy narrates the pit bull?
No, I'm gonna send
Oh
it.
my
You
God,
sent
it's
it to me, and I was like, I'm gonna
hilarious.
send it to you, and then I forgot. Yeah. We
It's
will.
hilarious.
Well, good times, guys.
Well, great. This was awesome.
Cheers.
Fun as always.
Until
Cheers.
next time, whatever
See ya.
that may be.
Until next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Why Richmond is Awesome podcast is hosted by Sean and Sam Kanipe of the Richmond Experience and Lauren and Alex Glaser of the Glaser Group Realtors. It's produced and edited by Miles Agee Productions. Our theme song is RVA All Day by No BS Brass Band. Please rate us and leave us a review on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen to more episodes at whyrichmondisawesome.com and follow us on Instagram at The Richmond Experience and at Why Richmond is Awesome.